drink. He was just going.
Yeah, well, stick around and have a drink before you do, yeah?
Sit down, have a drink. Come on. Give us a drink. Give them all a drink.
Can I buy you another drink?
Would like to drink a toast to Batman, Superman, and the Human Torch. Best goddamn drink in the world, isn't it?
I thought spies drank martinis.
Scotch, never less than 12 years old.
Drink, Elton?
Constantly.
I'm gonna take a wild guess here, General, but I'm thinking whatever you got going on here, it ain't exactly approved by Congress.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Peter, I don't think you should be driving with your feet. Roadhouse. Wait, why are you taking the back way home? There are so many turns. Roadhouse. 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 Roadhouse.
I want you to be nice until it's time to not be nice.
Well, how are we supposed to know when that is?
You won't. I'll let you know. You are the bouncers, I am the cooler. All you have to do is watch my back and each other's. Take out the trash. I'm telling you straight. It's my way or the highway.
You know, I heard you had balls big enough to come in a dump truck, but, you don't look like much to me.
Opinions vary.
Hey, everybody. How did you guys like that, Roadhouse? I was like, hey, that'd be cool. I was going to do a little bit because I was going through all the Roadhouse footage and other things, so. This is the first official MFer till Matt gets back from his vacation, his asylum, whatever he's doing. God bless my brother, Matt from Foul Ball Productions. He's been doing some stuff. Hey, please go over there and watch his channel. He's been playing some games and everything else. And he's just trying to go and do some other stuff so he just got burnt out and we were doing the same thing. And he's like, dude, you have love for the cocktail lounge. And I was like, yes, I do. He goes, why don't you go take it over for a bit? So I was like, okay, that's big shoes to fill, Matt, but I got it. So I just wanted to say thank you everybody for coming over, and thank you for your support. Thank you for the likes and everything and for coming over. So we got to get to it because we got another thing, and I cut the MFer down to time because me and Matt had a discussion where the long form people were just getting burned out, like watching 4 to 5 hours a week. So I cut it down to basically 2 hours. Some weeks we may go longer, but I basically cut it down to an hour and a half. Oh yeah, Rachel, you got to say this, like right there. And so we basically cut it down to all that for, so we could get things done. And I will be bringing in somebody else that I'll be on his show tonight because his show is fucking awesome too. So with this, because we got to get going, I'm going to bring in one of the regulars, and so he's been on here. We don't have Red Shirt yet, but Red Shirt said he'd be here pretty soon. But here, speaking of, okay, there he is. So the OG of OGs right here, along with Eric K, is my brother Redshirt.
Hey there.
Hey, Redshirt, what's up, brother?
Oh,
Thank
not
you
much.
for being here for the first official MFer on my channel, man.
I love what
appreciate it.
you've done with the place.
Oh, yeah, I gave it a little spruce up, Got some whores over there, some coke in the corner, Got some drinks over here,
All right.
It's a Roadhouse, man,
Yeah.
Got to Swayze it up, man. Come on. So... I want to bring in the second because he's been on the Roadhouse with me and Redshirt for a while now. His name is Ruben. What's up, brother?
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. Yeah, do you like that? How did you like
I do.
it?
I love it. I love the Roadhouse.
Yeah, so
it's one of my favorite films of all time.
Yeah. So I was like Roadhouse, and I was cracking up while I was adding it. I was like, Sin was in the back. She heard me on the side. Turn off your 1980s phone, dude. Okay, so we have my other brother from another mother, Jed. He is Jed too. Like, he's Jed, I'm Jed, he's Jed. When we went over to the first YouTube meetup I ever went there, Ryan was there, and Ryan got confused because, hey, there's Jed over there, because I told him my real name, and he's like, who are you? I go, dude, I'm Jed. He goes, oh, the voice and everything else. Oh, yeah.
It's confusing. It is confusing.
And then Culture, he heard me right away, and he's like, what's up, bro? Like, I went over there, gave Culture a big hug, gave Ryan a big hug, and then, yeah, me and Jed have been friends ever since then, so.
Yeah, and it's great to be here on the rebranded MFer. I'm a little bit of a Jerry Rig situation here in my new house in Florida, so there might be a little bit of an echo. You might see me fall on my ass because I'm on a precarious seat, and I'm also doing double duty, so this is going to be an interesting stream. Just going to put that out there right now. This is going to be very interesting.
He's also sitting on, what did you say you're sitting on?
It's a suitcase. I'm sitting on a suitcase right now. Like,
yeah, he's sitting on a suitcase right now, everybody. That is what he's sitting on. So he doesn't have any furniture whatsoever.
I'm getting a chair in the morning right away.
Yeah. I want to bring in my next brother. He's the show that I go into right after this one, and me and him set the new MFer, and his showed up so I could run from this show over to his, and then we can have both shows. So this is the Supreme Back Taco, the Dermy Meister, and everything else. It's Dermy. What's up?
It's
brother?
not Protect Your Back Taco in honor of other Jed.
Oh, okay. Protect you. Okay. So
yeah, I thought this through.
Other brother that I'm now streaming with on Friday nights too. So
that's right. We do
on
Ball
the Ball
Busters.
Busters. Yeah, Ball Busters is awesome, man. Please go over to his after this because Ball Busters is freaking awesome.
It's degenerate.
Oh yeah, it is. It's degenerate fun. That's the reason why I stick in so well over there. So
yeah.
If you want to go see the replay of me being over in the first Ball Busters, I accidentally deleted it off my Rumble, but it is still on my YouTube. So go in there and look at that.
It is also on my playlist.
Yeah, and it's on his playlist too. So you can either go on his playlist or my place and watch my first appearance over there. Here is one. And I can't say his name. Everybody bust my balls for this. That'd be a funny one, Derby. Eagle Bed, like Eagle Lobalis. I can't say it. Okay, but here he is. He helps out. He gets clips. He's also one of the guys that helps us out. He's basically one of our staff, one of my staff, and one of Matt's staff when Matt's around. But now he floated over to me.
He's your staff?
Yeah, he's my staff. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, he's
staff infection.
He's part of the staff, the MFer staff. So.
Hey, Elagabalus.
You're muted, brother. Hey, he's also called the resident normie too. So.
Okay.
So. Okay.
I will not be able to say that name.
Yeah, just call him
I'm a resident
normie.
retard.
And there was somebody that's been hanging out and Ballbusters and everybody else's chat that I've been hanging out with lately. So here's Wookie Be Bad.
What's up, guys? What's up? Thanks for having me on. I kind of know Dermy. Dermy's been on my show.
Yeah,
just a little bit, you know.
Just a tiny bit. So, how is everybody today?
Not drunk.
Oh, not yet. We will later on tonight, though. Yeah. So, yeah. So if you have your drink, start drinking now. We're gonna drink over into the next show too. So, Egobot, Normie, what's up, brother? Are you there now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Sorry, I didn't see the thing in the chat. So
no, I didn't. My headphones weren't plugged in. How are you guys doing?
Yep. It's been a long day. Looking forward to this as a break from it.
Yeah, Red Shirt. I was like, Red Shirt, I'm going to take the show and run with it. Matt gave it to me. He's like, okay.
Run. Run, boy, run.
So,
Run, boy, run.
Well, Chad, there's
Run,
nothing wrong.
Forrest, run.
There is nothing wrong with doing a 2-hour stream.
Yeah, and
No.
I was like, because I was talking to Dermy, and I was like, dude, I want to do this one, and let's see if we can say. He goes, dude, I set mine up at 10 Central Time.
Yeah,
So
10 Central Time.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, well, I can end this at like maybe 7:45 my time or 7:50 or whenever. Then after that, we're gonna go over.
Spar hopping.
Can you shoot the link in the chat? Oh, wait,
Yes, I can.
Let me make you a mod in here, Dermy.
I need a tweet, a comment. God damn it! Words.
Can you say something in the chat so I can mod?
Sure, I can do that.
Backtail colors. Okay.
No, I'm more of a smartass than that.
As moderator. Okay, there. Now you can add stuff in there. Hey, Static, what's up, man? So, and I need to go back up here where Dermy's doing that. Sean Etat was over here earlier. He showed up.
Oh, a lot of good people are here today.
Ooh, hey.
Yeah, dude, I really appreciate you guys coming over to see the new version of the MFer till Matt gets back.
Why is there a litter box in the corner?
Oh, there's reasons we got. It's just, we remodeled, and I was taking out of some of Matt's old stuff, and I'm like, Matt, where's the litter box? Do you want your cat to be here too? And he's like, I don't know, man. I'll come get him when I can. So Low Spec Linux just said, what's up? Acid Storm Blades here. Hey, I don't know who this person is. He just showed up. Henry said, hey there, Jed and others. I chatted with you last week, but you don't know me. I was in the regular cocktail lounge a few years ago here to support. Thank you very much, Henry, for the support and everything, man. Dr. Rachel Lindbergh, she's awesome. She gets on my tweets and stuff and comes to our shows and stuff too. So thank you. There's my love of my life right there. So, and what was he? There's a red shirt saying hello because he's awesome.
Yeah.
And then she said, Soul Assassin said sup. He go, it's Jed's show now. The quote wise man. Buckle up, kittens.
Or you could do the clip of the Samuel L. Jackson line from.
She's right. It's not confusing at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could do Samuel Jackson's line from when he goes to turn the system back on in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Hang on to your butts.
Yeah, I this week, babe, can you remind me? I have to get a ton of clips for the MFer. Like, I was doing that for Matt, and then I kind of slacked off, and now I had to do that for here because he had a whole bunch of clips that we could just play. Now I got to go and do my own, but I got to go through Jurassic Park and like maybe Blues Brothers and Flash and some other Flash Gordon and some other stuff. Star Wars. We're gonna geek it up, or like Die Hard, or like some Terminator, and some other cool Roadhouse. We're gonna have some Roadhouse cool. Yeah, because we already have this one right here.
I want you to be nice until it's time to not be nice.
So I already have this one, and I've been going through Roadhouse stuff. You saw what I did for the open, and if anybody saw that, where I snagged a little bit of the Family Guy stuff, and I was just like,
Yes.
I was giggling when I saw that. I was like, "Oh my god, this is perfect." He's like, like, I saw Ruben's face when he saw that, dude. He was laughing his butt off. Go back to the comments. And Rachel said to Jed, suitcase chair is not the best chair.
Is suitcase
probably
chair
right?
Is a suitcase chair better than a tiny chair?
Yes. Anything is better than your tiny chair, mate.
Does it protect the back taco though?
That is right. What protects the back taco better, tiny chair or the suitcase chair?
Mm-hmm. So,
I think you'd have to ask comics about that.
Yeah, you would. Well,
Wait a minute. Comics has never seen a tiny chair.
Well, I mean,
well, you know, he is tiny.
Most of his furniture is probably made for dolls. So.
Well, wait. Let's go back onto the Ballbusters last week, where I was showing pictures of me off, and Jeremy was showing pictures of him.
That was
comics.
Skinamax, and I'm a giant.
Skinamax. Oh, I do so many streams now.
Yeah.
So,
I am taller than Jay.
Yeah, he is. He's taller than Jay. And then, you saw comics in the corner, like little. I prove to everybody that I come up. I'm almost as tall as Culture. There was like digital proof.
Wait, how tall are you?
5'6".
Okay, and you're 6'5", Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm 6'5".
Yeah.
Good
so
man,
he's
good
10.
man.
He's bigger than me by 10, but. We were all putting pictures up on Skinamax and stuff the other night.
I'll say this: for now, I'm the biggest person here, theoretically.
Or
now.
I think Jeremy would have you on that one, right?
Well, wait.
I don't want to know which
volume wise.
Okay, volume wise. Okay.
Yeah, volume wise.
I was getting scared there.
Now.
I was scared we were going to have
now.
a Gavin McGinnis moment or something like that.
Let me show you.
We're not gonna have another Gavin McGee where he's gonna go, hey guys, gonna whip out my little dick.
Here we go. Here's B. Here would be no. This is safe for YouTube. This would be you, Gavin McGinnis, right here. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He's like, hey. Okay. No spec, no.
Or even this way.
I was having problems with both my streams when I would stream it live. And then afterwards, it would show up on there, so I'd have to keep deleting my Rumble. So I was just like, I'm just gonna let it go over afterwards. Until I think I have another way to do it. So,
I'm gonna try to stream to Rumble Ballbusters tonight. I have no idea if I have it set up right or what.
Dude, if you have it set up right, I can co-stream on the channel here, and then it'll go over there too.
Oh.
So,
I have no idea. This is the first time, so I have no idea.
Yeah, so.
Well, never mind. I'm just saying. No, I'm just doing well weight wise. I was back in October. I was around 495, 500. Now I've hit 428 today.
Oh, congratulations.
That's good, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah.
There is Jeremy's thing what he put out. One of my first appearance on the Ballbusters there.
Oh, nice.
Well, this is the stream for tonight. The playlist
that's
on
the
my
stream.
channel. Yeah,
Okay.
Playlist on my channel has the first thing that digs through.
Yeah.
Playlists.
Yeah. So go over there, and if you're not subscribed to Derby, go subscribe to him because you can see us afterwards over there.
I'm also
But be warned. Be warned before you go subscribe to Dare Me. There's going to be some degeneracy on there. There's going to be some topless men that you don't want to see topless. There's going to be fighting with Sheila. There's going to be a lot of stuff that you don't want. So
fighting.
Sure,
My
go
question is, how
subscribe
much
to
are
him, but
shots?
only if you're into self-flatulation.
But
There's-
it's law to fight with Sheila, you know?
Wookie B-Bad's right. There's shots, there's shirtless men, there's discussions of human centipedes and eternal, infinite fun stuff. It's degenerate. It's my version of the Jack Show, and I like it.
Yeah, I came in on that conversation. The centipede conversation, by the way, on my first time on there. So I told him that Sheila and him just need to fucking get it over with because they like had that little foreplay thing going on with them.
Never gonna happen. She doesn't have enough dick for me.
You coming out as gay finally?
Yeah.
No, it's up to you guys to figure it out.
Hey, Iron, if you want to come in, jump in, dude. Okay? Because Iron, he has, so. Okay, so.
Ironcaster's Ironcaster. He's the man.
Yeah. What Static said, Wookie is so old, he doesn't remember there isn't school on the weekends.
Daddy can kiss my ass.
Yeah, Jeremy, you're cutting out now, man.
Am I?
Yeah,
you got like the
bit,
you got like the speed up, slow down thing. You might have to go out and come back in.
Okay, give me a moment.
Since we got a full panel here, and I'll wait for Jeremy to come back. I want to see what you guys, and I was saving some of this up for the show tonight because I was looking at articles and stuff. So here, let me go to this. And then I will put this up here. So did any of you also, there was one other thing. I told Anime I'd bring it up. Just a second. Where is he? Okay, so did you see? Okay. StreamYards. So this is me. Okay, there he is. Boom, there he is.
Yes, I'm back.
Oh,
Am I still cutting in and out?
No, you're good now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know how many of you play Fortnite here?
I haven't in a while.
Shame. I'm ashamed.
Yeah,
well, you do it for a reason.
Yeah.
Do it for a reason.
Jeremy makes you.
Yeah. Well, me
We'll go
and
with
Anime
that.
were. Yeah, Jeremy makes him, and I told him I was like, Jed, you want to come over and play? He's like, okay, man. Whenever I have some time.
So he's starting to like it.
I need to practice. That's
Yeah.
what I've been told is I've got to put in so many practice hours a week, so I might as well practice with other people instead of doing it on my own. So it's still Jeremy's fault. It's still Jeremy's fault.
So I was just like, okay, we can do this. So this was me and Anime last night. We were playing this last night, and this is the win we went out on last night. So it was the last person left. Setting this up for the story, it was the last person left. That person on the mound was the last person. Okay, he had his lightsaber. I had my light. I just got downed because somebody popped me in the head, and then he was the last one left. I think. I'm not sure. We played so many games last night. And so then this happened, and he goes, dude, there's one left. I'm like, okay. So watch what happens. Watch the replay.
That works.
That'll do it.
Dude,
The guy
it was
so
just
mad.
a total annihilation. Me and him were sitting there laughing for like 5 minutes.
I'm starting to remember why I hated Fortnite.
I haven't used the force powers yet. I definitely need to now. After seeing that.
I was like, bro, did you just pick up a fucking dildos here? Bro, what's up, brother?
Oh, okay.
Finally, the chosen one has arrived. But yeah, we were like, did you just pick up a bike and a truck and throw it at that bitch? I was like, and then here's the reverse angle. This is even better. Watch this shit. Let me see if this works here, because I think
You broke it.
This is from her perspective.
This is from her perspective. 5 upside the head.
This is from her
Hit it with the
perspective.
back wheel of the truck and knocks her out.
This is from her perspective.
Yeah, that's from her perspective. And he just grabs him and just 5s upside the head. Papa Cotton.
This is from her perspective.
Yeah, Papa Cotton's here. What's up, brother?
You
Thank you guys for being
everything
here.
at
It wouldn't
once.
be like the MFer without you guys, man.
It's crazy.
This is from her perspective.
I get it. It's from her perspective.
No, that's anime on the thing. So yeah, it's like me and him, me and anime will teach you how to use the power jet if you want to.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so because in like a day or two, they're gonna be the new bunch of the new stuff's coming out. So
I got to check it out.
yeah, okay. Did everybody? Just a second. Did the stream just lag? Okay, it's lagged there for a second. Okay, that was weird. So okay, so now that Jeremy's back, I wanted to put this up here. Okay, so we're going to this.
Is it something to do with back taco or anything like that?
Oh no, it's somebody, a taco throwing a baseball. Okay.
Oh god.
I saw this today.
It's a taco throwing a baseball. So
I don't have a response to that right now. I've seen it.
Oh no.
Yeah, so watch this.
Is this a taco or is this chopsticks?
Oh yeah, I've seen this one.
Hey.
Oh god, here it goes.
Great.
Wait for it. And it's outside into the stands under the hot dog and beer vendor.
That's NCAA Division I.
Oh god in heaven, no.
I was a catcher and a pitcher in AAA Little League, and I pitched and caught better than that.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Hopefully she's not a pitcher.
Hopefully.
No, she's a catcher.
Oh, hell yeah. Can you imagine the poor bastard at second base trying to catch her throw to get a runner stealing second?
Yeah, I know, right?
Can she reach second base?
No, and I was just like, I was in the call with Sin and some other, I think Sin and like one other person, my sister or son, and I went off. I was like, the fuck was that? Like, and if you heard it in the background, all of the guys and everybody were like all clapping. They're like, hey, good job, you did good. I'm like, the fuck?
What college is lucky enough to have her?
It doesn't say, and it was at Fenway Park too, and I was just like, what
Is it Brown?
Oh yeah, Brown.
Oh god,
that's what.
See, Brown baseball, because there's the tag right there.
Yeah.
But I was just like, what the fuck, man?
Well, clearly they're not going to the College World Series this year, so it doesn't really matter, I suppose. But at least it's a real female.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was, but that hurt my soul because I was like, over in Fenway Park, man, you disgracing Fenway Park like that, bro? What the fuck?
You have to inspect them all now before you can say they're actually a woman.
So I was just like,
Crocodile Dundee showed us how to do that.
So then she does look like a girl.
this is a knife.
But I mean, how many people at Brown actually attend the baseball games?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, they probably put her on the team just so they had somebody to play.
Oh my god.
Dildo's like, I don't know what you're talking about. She killed that shit.
Especially if it'd been a batter there, we'd have 2 broken ankles.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, let's analyze that. Where the guy's pitching, he's standing right there.
Look up their record.
The batter's standing and then smack right in the freaking like nuts. Jesus.
Yeah.
Or the knee.
like I said,
One of the
yeah.
two. Yeah.
You need that Bob. You need that Bob Euchre quote. It's a little
Just a bit outside.
A bit. It's over at the hot dogs and beer
Yeah,
bins, man.
yeah. The batter took half a step forward and he'd go behind him.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, and what Papa Cotton said, a man would have, dude, you would have been, if you would have been dude, the guys in the locker room during that game when he come to walk back into the to the thing, dude, he would have got clowned on.
Right.
Like hard. And then when you go into the locker room, it's just, it's just I like, bro. Just why?
Yeah, he's right there. He's right where the guy's elbow is. That's where the guy be standing.
Yeah, and it's just a bit outside, like I was gonna get a major league fucking meme for this, a clip, a GIF for this, but I didn't have time, so yeah, I was like, just a bit outside with Bob Euchre and them doing that shit in major league, but yeah. What do you guys think about this?
I think it's embarrassing.
I think she's a keeper. 100%. You go full throttle into all this. It's wonderful. It's amazing, brave, stunning, powerful. Go all ahead. I don't care.
Why did Brown finish in last place? Because everybody else is sexist.
Yeah, in her stats, I looked up her stats. And somebody actually posted them there. They're bad. And I was just like, okay, so you're going to have that person go out there in Fenway Park.
Is everybody who beats her sexist or are they racist?
She is just a living monument to the current state of the Ivy League.
Yeah. Papa, what do you expect? She does throw like a girl. Just saying.
Well, Brown University doesn't even have sports on their website.
That's the reason why I was stumped.
She's a perfect pick for Brown University.
Yeah. So.
I mean, I've been searching for 5 minutes. There are no links to any sports on this website.
Can't throw with her. Damn, I'm the girl. I'm crying here. Yeah, I know, babe.
Yeah, no, it's that's the state though. Really, I mean, it's been a while since I've been in college, and I didn't go to an Ivy League school, but holy cow, that deserves a Popeye. That's embarrassing line. Just do that standing in front of everybody in Fenway that is in Fenway Park. Holy cow.
And then Dildo said, "This is why I'm all for trans women's being allowed in women's sports." So,
Dildo, you cynical bastard, you.
Dildo's an evil motherfucker, but he's on point most times.
True. Very true.
He is
no.
no.
The reason you don't want trans women in women's sports is because the women will feel bad. It'll hurt their feelings. And what you want is a sport where nobody watches. Mm-hmm. Which is what women's sports are. So, it ruins the whole concept.
I'm all for dunking in the WNBA. Wait, no. What's her name? Brittany Griner can't dunk. Never mind.
If they could dunk and at least get some height, instead of just throwing free throws and shit, so they go, "Hey, I don't know why we didn't get paid as much as the guys. You guys can't do that much. Sorry."
Yeah, I remember when the U.S. women's Olympic soccer team was bitching that they weren't being paid as much as the men. What none of the articles bothered to point out was that shortly before the Olympics, they traveled to Texas and played the under 15 boys soccer club and lost badly. Yeah. It's just I mean, when women tennis players do their practice sessions with a male tennis player, the male tennis player, if he's seeded, is seated at like 700.
Mm-hmm.
And he beat.
Yeah.
But for the gold medal soccer team or the World Cup, it was World Cup actually. I think the World Cup women's soccer team,
was beaten by a bunch of under 15-year-old boys from Texas who all happen to be good at kicking a ball. I'm like,
I think the team ranged from ages 13 to 15.
15. Okay. Yeah. It just points
Doesn't
out
make any better.
There is a difference. And my attitude is vive la différence. Let's go. But this denial of reality is, and all the people standing around politely golf clapping like, oh, that's wonderful. You go, girl. I'm like, what? If somebody shows up and they're seriously anorexic and they look like they just escaped from a concentration camp, do you tell them, you know what? You really could stand to lose a few pounds. You're right. I mean, who'd be cruel enough to do that?
Yeah, like what Status says, Shaq said they should lower the hoop, and he caught hell for it. So, like literal hell. So I'm just like, why would you do this? And Brittany Grainer's in our team in Phoenix. And she still can't. They can't win half the time because they keep destroying the team because the guy that owns it is kind of a douche.
Well, she's proof that allowing guys into sports is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I was going to say her press conference the other day. I was like, "Whoa, that voice! That was the first time I ever heard her talk."
I've seen her shirtless. There's no way that's a chick. There's no way.
Yeah.
You're not that flat chested.
Well, you don't get that square pecs either from being a woman.
Yeah.
Lower the hoop and make the ball pink and fuzzy.
I'll tell you what, it's a good thing for women's golf that they moved the women's tees up about 5 yards a long time ago before they could start. Somebody could complain about it.
No, I miss it flow. You know, they have to bend over a little bit more.
Okay, so we have we do this here. Let me see this. Let me get rid of where was it? That. And let me put this up. And this was just about 10 hours ago. So we have a palate cleanser and go to some good news. Okay. So Super Mario Brothers flying past 500 million in the US. Illumination Universal Blockbuster is the only fourth film since 2019 to achieve $500 million in North America. What do you guys have to say about that?
What was the other film?
Yeah, so.
2019. Was that Frozen 2?
Right, Avatar 2.
Yeah.
No, because it was 2019, so.
Yeah.
Frozen 2,
since
maybe.
2019.
Yeah. The fourth film. Avatar 2 may have since 2019. This would be the fourth one.
Avatar, Spider-Man?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
And who else? What are the two? This one. And then the other. Top Gun Maverick?
Maverick would be one of them because Maverick.
I think Maverick. Because Maverick sold really well in the United States.
Yeah. They
as
did.
you would expect.
Yeah.
Not so well in China.
I wonder why.
It did better in China than their spoof, though. Which was
they did a spoof of it?
Yeah, they did a fake version. No, wait, did he even?
There they are. There they are. The four. Oh, Way of Water. Yeah, Avatar 2.
Yeah, right there. So who wants to read this? Take your pick.
I'm saving up for Ballbusters. I have some.
So, hey, Ruben, do you want to read?
I'll read it.
Okay.
The Super Mario Brothers movie is jumping to the $500 million mark at the North American box office in yet another milestone for the blockbuster. From Illumination and Universal, the movie adaptation of the Nintendo video game is the fourth movie to cross the $500 million mark domestically in the pandemic era, behind Spider-Man No Way Home, $814.1 million, Top Gun Maverick, $717.7 million, and Avatar: The Way of Water at $683.9 million. And it is only the first Illumination and Universal animation title to ever jump $500 million domestically, not adjusted for inflation. It is also the second highest grossing animated film of all time domestically. And it is the third biggest Universal release of all time behind the Jurassic World and E.T. the Extraterrestrial. That's good.
So, Richard.
Well,
what do you think about all this?
What I think about this is that this is probably the longest running. I mean, this is easily the longest running video game franchise with the same characters here and there that I can think of. Somebody on Twitter a week or two ago, put up a tweet that said, post a GIF of a video game that was released the year you turned 18 years old. And I had to go look it up. And the one game, the game that I most recognized that was most familiar to me that was released when I turned 18 years old was Donkey Kong. So it's been around a long time.
Yeah.
This thing really has. This is multi-generational. Parents and kids can take their kids to see this movie, and all of them have played one or other of these games.
Yeah. But
So,
Soul said
wrong.
the real achievement is from Mario is seeing Odin eating pineapple pizza.
Yes.
You're gonna see it. I was at
Slice.
Slice.
A slice.
He
And
cheated.
slice, yes.
to be fair, pineapple on pizza is a punishment in and of itself.
Yes, it is.
So honestly, I'm fine with him just eating a slice. I mean, any more would have been like Geneva.
Oh, it would have been
issues.
overkill.
Yeah.
Wookiees up there.
You gotta have more unconstitutional.
Wookiees up there acting like we're all insane, hating on pineapple on pizza, but in reality, he's the insane one.
I never had pineapple on pizza before.
I have. It's awful.
But I think I could make it good.
Now we have the Jed's bookending us.
Yeah. we got everybody in the middle.
So then basically, if you stand up, Dermy, and then we see Wookiee's legs, and I'm a whole person.
Actually,
wait,
You gotta
put it-
stop
book
this.
it.
Jeremy might like this too much.
Yeah.
Might like being between two Jeds too much.
It's a Dermwich.
Jeremy likes being in the center of a man sandwich.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
you got Jed and Jeremy there, man. So.
Hello.
I will not support.
Exactly.
Like,
Jeez.
oh my god.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know.
Did you catch my show last night? I mean, what?
I can no longer do Ethel Merman in the right key.
Yeah. And then Papa Khan's like, pineapple pizza's a bomb.
Yeah, neutron bomb kills every living thing in the area and leaves the building standing.
He's like, it's the bomb, yo. Like, Popeyes is the bomb. I need to get that clip and like play it whenever somebody fucks around with food. Well, Dildo is like, putting pineapple on pizza should have public shaming consequences. Minimum 8 would propose a stoning. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Yeah. The only people who complain about pineapple pizza are the deviants who order anchovies. I hate anchovies and I hate pineapple pizza, so I hate both.
Yeah, but my whole argument is that you can have any pizza you want, so it doesn't matter. Does it really matter what people eat?
Yeah, it's
Not that I
just
I make my own pizzas anyway.
Okay, so Ruben, continue that.
Yes. Okay. Super Mario Brothers, which finished Thursday at 499.5 million in domestic ticket sales, has smashed numerous records since its debut in mid-March, including becoming the first title of 2023 to clear 1 billion in global box office, and it is only the 10th animated film to achieve 1 billion milestone. The animated comedic adventure story follows Brooklyn Pummelers and brothers Mario, Chris Pratt, and Luigi, Charlie Day, as they are transported to the magical Mushroom Kingdom world and separated. Super Mario's voice cast also includes Kagan Michael Key, Anna Taylor-Joy, Jack Black, Seth Rogen, Fred Armisen, Kevin Michael Richardson, and Sebastian Malesco, Charles Marnet, who has also voiced characters of Mario and Luigi in the Super Mario games for more than 3 decades. 3 decades, my God. Also makes a special voice appearance. The film is directed by Aaron Horth and Michael Jeselnik, I think, from a screenplay by Matthew Fogel, and is co-financed by Universal, parent company of Illumination Nintendo. I don't care. What does that say there? Meta Divinity?
Yeah, I actually
Meladandry's Illumination.
Yeah, there you go.
So
Thank you.
me and Sin watched the Mario movie the other day. I fucking love it, and we tweeted it out on Twitter and everything. And I actually picked out the moment where they had the guy that does Mario for real. I was like, wait a second, I know. And I was like, and when I was sitting there, I was picking out all of the Easter eggs because they have at the beginning of the movie, they have the guy from Wrecking Crew in there, one of the idiots in there, and he has Wrecking Crew shirt on, and the name of the pizzeria is Punch Out, and I was like, holy shit, Easter egg, Easter egg. I was talking and pointing them all out, and then they had Earthbound in the movie. They had tons of shit in that movie. I was just like, there's that. That's from that. That's from that. That's from Super Mario 2. That's from Super. They even have when Mario does that ground pound in 64 when he comes down, and they even have that in the movie. I was just like, and then they have the part from Super Mario World where they have the capes on, and then they show the Yoshis and all this other, and they have a Yoshi coin, and then they have their own version of the antique store, and there was a Yoshi coin in a glass case, and people were debating how much, and then they're like, oh, it's this many coins, and the little mushroom toads would go over there and hit this block so they can get coins so they could go buy shit. It was fucking, I was just like, damn. But yeah, in the antique store, they had tons of shit from all over Nintendo in there. It was just weird. I was just weird, but cool, because I always wanted a proper movie. We had the Super Mario Brothers movie live action. I still like it somewhat. It's not as bad as they tried. And it's Bob Hoskins, dude. That's from Roger Rabbit too, man. Come on. But I still loved it, too. But I wish they could have done better. They could have done way more better, but but this is the best Mario we've gotten since it was what year was it? 90, Richard, what year was it? 90 something?
You mean the live action one with Legacy?
Yeah, the live action one.
Hang on one sec.
But yeah, it was. Yeah, because I remember going into the Cine Capri and watching it.
It was the 90s.
Yeah,
it was in the 80s, wasn't it?
90.
1993.
Yeah.
God dang, I'm off by a decade.
Yeah, so. Jed knows about this. Down here, we used to have this place called the Cine Capri.
But you are Jed.
Yeah. So. And I think, who else? Yeah. But we have this place called the Cine Capri down here, and they had this huge. Richard, you remember the ones where they had the curtains and everything on it?
I don't.
The movie screens where they had the curtains and they pull back the curtains and the screen gets bigger. They have the curtains at half mast for the previews, and then they open up all the way for the movie.
Oh, yeah. You mean the old-fashioned movie theaters? You mean?
Yeah, we had one of those.
I grew up in a town that had that kind of a movie theater with the ornate ceiling and the balcony behind it before they broke them up.
They had two balconies up top where you could go up top, and it was for the VIPs and all this other shit. And it was just really nice. And I saw Indiana Jones there, Star Wars there, all the Star Trek movies, all the Star Wars. Every single movie that came out. Even fucking one where they tried to kill off Kirk and pissed me off. I hated that fucking movie.
Generations?
Yeah, Generations pissed me off. Man.
Oh, it did me too. I haven't seen anything made since then for Star Trek because it was so pissed off at the way they handled that.
Yeah,
that was unforgivable.
Yeah. Oh, Static, because Static's out here too. The one at Arizona Mills, If You Dare. I've been to that. I saw the Lord of the Rings there, all 3 movies. When the first one came out, I waited in line for like 8 hours to get in. So like to get in to see the first movie, because that movie, if we didn't get tickets then, that movie was sold out for like 3 weeks straight, and you could not get in. So we bought tickets. We went over there, bought tickets like 2 nights before, and we had friends that were camping out there. We had friends that stayed there for a week to save our place in line. And then when I got out there, I was out there for like a day or 2, and we would all take turns and shit just to get in to see Lord of the Rings. You know, so not this bullshit that you have on Amazon. The proper Lord of the Rings.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah. So
that's worse than Ballbusters.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I hear you guys are talking some mad shit about pineapple pizza.
Yeah.
Wait. I gotta sit there. I gotta steal the scene here real quick.
Go ahead.
All right. Look, guys, there is absolutely nothing wrong with pineapple pizza. Let's take a moment to appreciate that.
Oh, there you go. So what's on it?
Pineapple.
There's more than pineapple on there.
Bit of mushroom, bit of pepperoni, and some hot sauce.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I'm judging
Spicy
you
and
really. What the hell? What the
What
hell?
day?
I do want to get a Tucker pizza. Remember Tucker
Yeah,
pizza?
me and Iron share this stream.
Oh, actually-
so he can pop in whatever he wants to.
Just show this off real quick. Look at that nice crisp edge, this crunch. Oh, that is the best part of this. Like Detroit style is the best pizza around. Nothing else compares.
Heathens, all of you heathens.
Oh, dude.
Pepperoni on pepperoni on pepperoni. That's the only way to go.
Yeah, I know. And hey, Iron, did you see the did I show you the? Did you? How long have you been watching the stream?
A little bit off and on for the last half hour.
Okay.
I woke up and.
Great.
Hey, Jeremy, you want him to come over to the Ballbusters tonight?
Don't know if I have room, but look at. Do you see a Brutal Planet Comics response?
Let me see this. Let me see.
Love you, Dre. Right under Sentinel Dildo.
Bro.
Hey, I'm not, let's wait. Let's back up a minute here. Let's not ignore that pepperoni thing is like the only flavor or the only topping. Like, I get it. Your favorite ice cream is also vanilla, isn't it?
Shit.
No. No. I like cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he likes dipping.
I love
in
that cream.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, he loves the cream.
I love the cream.
Yeah.
Raster is killing me.
Dude, Raster.
Literally. I'm trying to keep a straight face.
Where's
Put it in
Raster?
a private chat.
Oh, I'm gonna look at this right now.
I saw this yesterday.
That shit gonna dirty hole. No, I'm gonna put that up there. I don't give a fuck.
I don't like putting the chemicals in the beer, turning the frogs gay.
So, yeah, this is that shit gonna turn you okay.
Oh, that's really
good. That was linked to it was somebody had on eBay. They had a pre-gay Bud Light can.
Mm-hmm.
Close it.
Hey, Dre.
Yeah, Dre.
Your messages are open. Dre.
Yeah, I said Dre can come over if you wanted to.
I need to get Dre on.
Dre was, dude, on the round table.
Ballbusters.
Dre was awesome when we were doing the round table the other day.
Did you know he's black?
Yeah, I know, right?
So shocked. Every time
I
I
was
stream with him, I'm
shocked too.
shocked.
He's awesome and he's black. Like they
Wait, he's
made
black?
Ripa and Dre like two awesome. I was just wow.
Based and they love comics. And they
I
make
know,
comics?
and God does work wonders, doesn't he? Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
Here, let me see. I have some other stuff because we got like 45 minutes left. Oh, here's something that'll get everybody going. Let me see. Where was this at? Here we go. And then I have a palate cleanser after this.
Yeah, a nice healthy pineapple pizza.
Mm-hmm.
You're making God cry.
Yeah, I know.
That's fun sometimes.
God allowed pineapple pizza to exist.
That's true.
No, that's the devil's working, okay? He just blamed it on God.
God works in mysterious ways.
Not that mysterious, no. It says so. It's the 11th commandment. It was dropped by accident, but it's the 11th commandment. Thou shalt not put pineapple on pizza. He's very specific.
Have fun with this one, gentlemen.
More like kicked out.
Hey, Richard, you want to read this one? You there?
Yeah, let me get it big enough. Hang on.
Okay, let me. Do you want the link?
That's what she said.
He's too busy jerking it off.
Are you jerking it to her already?
No. Not unless I had a scat fetish, which I don't.
Oh, she's gone downhill, man.
Yeah.
So.
What, you don't want a part of that lesbian counselor?
No, not really my thing. As a journalist prepares to publish a juicy book at the toxic relationship between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, the Post can confirm a new report claiming the Aquaman actress has gone off the grid to Spain.
Ooh.
I can reveal that Heard has quit Hollywood and quietly relocated to Spain with her young daughter, Una. Daily Mail communist Alison Boshoff wrote Thursday, I thought I did that fairly well.
You did very well.
I figured, go with the Gaelic flavor. A friend said she's bilingual in Spanish and is happy there, raising her daughter away from all the noise. Yeah, don't start nothing, won't be nothing, but whatever. Boshoff's unidentified source says Heard, 37, could return to show business for the right role. I don't think she is in any hurry to return to work or to Hollywood, but she will probably come back when the time is right for the right project, the source claimed. The Post reached out to Heard's reps for comment. Is there any more to the article?
Oh, yeah, let me get this for sure.
Hey, I'm going to dip real quick to make sure that Ballbusters is ready to go, but
okay.
Thank you for having me on, and I have the link in the private chat if you want to send it out as well. So,
okay.
All right.
Y'all have a good one.
I'll see you in an hour, brother.
Yep. Bye for now, guys.
Bye.
Make sure go over to Derby's. I got the link for it. Did he put it in the private chat? Oh, he did. Here is Richard. Let me see. Here. Where is it? Right here. He said that's the link to the Ballbusters that me, Dermy, and a bunch of the others will be on too. So.
The one at the bottom of the private chat?
Yeah, I think I just posted it.
Yep, it looks like you did.
Okay, yeah, so if you guys come over there after Ballbusters, that's where I'm gonna be over there with Dermy and the rest of them, and it's total DGen hours. So,
So, did you guys happen to catch the other Amber Heard story that's been going around?
The one where she pooped in the streets of Spain?
That was in like 19 something else, wasn't it?
That was November.
That was November? Yep. Do you got a thing for that?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Read it, Iron.
I've seen that today.
Or have Red Shirt read it, because it's hilarious when Red Shirt reads shit like that. Oops, I did it again.
Ew, Amber Heard allegedly pooped on the streets of Spain. Oh, Amber Heard, what have you gotten yourself into this time? Following a series of controversies from infamous defamation cases against Johnny Depp, the cheating scandal, to being caught kissing in public, the 36-year-old actress has fallen from grace. This time, Amber was caught on camera dropping a disgusting deuce in the streets of Mallorca, Spain. Sadly, this isn't the first time she's been associated with poop. We can already hear her.
See it here? Like, I hope we don't smell that bitch either. Like,
we can already hear the echoes of the return of Amber Turd.
Oh my gosh. I want to know why there's no pictures of her wiping.
There is. There's pictures of her dropping a deuce, pictures of the turd, and everything else.
Yeah, but you never see her wipe.
Yeah, you don't see her wipe. There's pictures out there because I found them.
They took pictures of the poop.
They took pictures of the poop. Like,
it probably ended up on eBay.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Some guy was like, I gotta put this all in pictures. Like her poop, her sitting over by the thing, everything. And they all blurred them out where you can actually see. Yeah.
The glamorous life of a paparazzo.
What Soul said. A lot of
I think you mean the poop. I think you mean the pooperazzi.
Yeah.
Pooperazzi.
Well, she lives up to her name, Amber Turd. So
Well, okay, that's another correction. She lives down to her name.
Down to her name. Yes, that is true. Oh my god. Here. Okay, so here we go. Oh, here. This is some shit that I found today. Let me get this. Okay, and you guys may like this, and a lot of us are 90s kids or were around in the 90s and shit. So I thought this would be like a palate cleanser for that. So here's this. And everybody welcome Shell back to the stream.
Yeah.
Shellback.
I figured since Dermy was gone, I'd go ahead and come on in.
Gonna go pop in, okay?
Long time no see.
Hey, Shellback.
My turtle power, brother. Right
And a special shout out to all the Team Pineapple Pizza people.
Okay, so I have this.
And to all the haters. Okay.
So, red shirt or iron, which one do you want to do?
Don't be a hater.
I can read this.
Okay.
Okay. I can't see all of the title, though.
Let me move it.
Just a little.
There
we go. 40 memes from the 90s that might take you on a wild nostalgia ride. Memes about the 1990s have become increasingly popular in today's digital culture as nostalgia for this decade continues to resonate with people of all ages. These memes often reference iconic movies, music, fashion, and events from the era, capturing the essence of what made this decade unique. With the rise of social media platforms, sharing these memes has become easier than ever, allowing people to bond over their shared love for the era's pop culture, humor, and distinctive style. One such platform where these memes have found a dedicated audience is the Facebook group called 80s and 90s Memes. This group has attracted a large community of people who share a passion for the pop culture and nostalgia of this decade, as well as the 80s. Who remembers unfolding the cassette insert to read the lyrics? Yeah, they were fun.
Yeah, I know, right? When you had the lyrics right in the thing, you pop it open, you're like, dude, I don't know what they're saying. So you go, I literally did this a bunch. Sometimes you couldn't know what the word is, so you go in there and look at the lyrics. Well, that's what that doesn't sound like that word. Like,
yeah, after you got a magnifying glass.
Yeah, they were really
right.
small.
Because you didn't have a smartphone that had one built into it.
Yeah. Oh, Papa Cotton. You know they put canned tuna on pizza in Ukraine. You're focusing your hate on the wrong mofos.
I did have crab meat and shrimp on a pizza. It was not bad.
Okay, so here's this. Who had this shit when they were in school, like younger?
Oh, yeah.
Not red shirt, because red shirt's like Stone Age, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you definitely can taste the spoon more
I
than
think
ice cream.
me and red shirt are the two oldest here right now.
Yeah.
Besides Normie. So.
And that is definitely true. You could taste the spoon more than the ice cream.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
It was like eating an ice cream. It was like eating a really cheap ice cream sundae with a tongue depressor.
Yeah, like suck the moisture out of your mouth as you're putting ice cream in your mouth.
Yeah, and God help you if your teeth touch that wood. Oh man, that's worse than fingernails on a blackboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that bad. It's I was just like, and then you're like, but then some of you had to decide what flavor to get too, because some of the flavors, like the birthday cake one that was actually decent. I like that one, but they had a strawberry one that was terrible. What were you gonna say,
This
Richard?
is probably why I every once in a while I don't know, I just have to chew on a twig.
Okay, here's the next one.
The Sesame Street Muppet will become the first to experience homelessness. Oscar the Grouch has been living in a trash can for 49 years.
It's been 49 years. And my favorite Sesame Street character.
I was just like,
He's just salty.
Yeah, no. Here, Richard, we have more words right here.
Okay, a little higher, a little bit higher. Put the number 4 closer to the top of the screen. Unless you want me to read the little paragraph.
Yeah, read the little
Okay.
blurb, and then I'll go down.
Okay. As the 90s slip into the past, guys, could you handle the idea that the 90s are over 20 years ago? Jeez.
Right.
I think you've been asleep, Rip Van Winkle. As the 90s slip into the past, the 90s fascination seems to be getting stronger and stronger. This can be attributed to a number of factors, including a desire to remember simpler times, the influence of 90s pop culture on current trends, and a desire to connect with others who share similar memories.
So this was the meme right there.
A couple kids asked me today what it was like for me growing up. So I took their phones, shut off their internet, gave them a popsicle, and told them to go outside till the streetlights came on.
True!
Yep.
And I would say what Soul Assassin just said, too. That is so kids today wouldn't survive in the 90s. No, they wouldn't.
You know,
Dude,
this was really interesting to me. When I was 5 years old, I had the run of my entire neighborhood. I just had to be home when my mother rang a cowbell for dinner. And that was a long time before the streetlights came on. Dinner was during daylight.
Yeah,
so she'd go out on the front porch with an original old cowbell and ring the hell out of that thing. And you could hear that for a quarter mile around the house. And that was my signal to leg it home.
Did you ever tell her you needed more cowbell?
I know, but boy, when I saw that sketch, I pissed my pants laughing.
But that's the term dinner bell. That's where it comes from. People used to have them on their porch.
Yeah. Yeah. So she didn't have the triangle they used on the chuck wagon, so she used a cowbell. But yeah, so I saw a study that said, looked at different decades, different eras. And kids, when I was growing up, would walk or bicycle anything up to 2 or 3 miles from their house, visit a friend, go to the library, do whatever. Unsupervised. Just go.
Oh, yeah.
And by today, that radius around the house is less than 300 yards.
Oh, yeah.
If that.
I remember as a kid, I wore out a pair of shoes.
Because I lived at my grandparents' place a lot more than my own home. And my grandfather, my grandparents got me a bike because they knew I ran around the whole neighborhood. And dude, Bash's was up the road like at least maybe a couple miles, and I would walk up there all the time to the video game arcade and all the other shit. My grandparents were like, yeah, he's gonna go and do whatever the fuck he wants to do. So they got me a bike, so it didn't take me an hour to walk down there. And then my parents got fucking feared. We wanted to buy him a bike. Well, you guys were taking too long, so I got my grandson a bike. You like, but yeah, it's just honestly, and because I lived, Red Shirts lived in it. Me, you mean you lived some show back, I guess too. Some of us that's been older,
Yeah.
we lived in that shit where there wasn't internet or anything, man. So
No, there were these things called books.
Uh-huh.
And you went to a library where they let you take them home for free.
Mm. Mm.
They charged the shit out of you if you kept them too long.
I know. Oh yeah, and in the early '80s when the VHS stores, '80s or early '90s when all the little mom and pop stores popped up for you would have a video arcade inside of like we had a real cool one out here. It was like a video arcade inside of a video rental VHS place. So I would just go over there, and then at one point they're like, "Jay, you're over here all the time. You want a job here?" Hey, yeah. Because I used to spend all my time down there. It was a little mom and pop place. They used to sell video games and shit there too. So it was like perfect place for me. And then they started selling not just rentals, but they started buying movies and all this other stuff. It was awesome. So here's the next one, Richard. Richard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Today, 8-year-olds are asking for the latest iPhone. When I was 8, I felt like I'd won the lottery if I had this pen.
That thing was so cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could write in any color.
Dude, yeah, you took it to school and you were like the envy of all the kids. You're
Yep.
like, wait, that has 4 colors? I'm like, yeah, I can do this.
Black,
Do this.
blue. It was black, blue, red, and green.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
I don't think they had.
I think they made one that had more too.
Oh yeah, but they didn't work.
Yeah, they didn't work.
No, they didn't work.
That was like when you hit 3 keys at the same time on a manual typewriter, and they all locked together in the middle.
Yes.
You couldn't get one a color down.
Yeah.
I
used to
remember
do
having.
that all the time in school.
I remember having a pen that had either 8 or 12 colors.
Yeah. But they got thicker, and they got
they were like
they got
that
thicker
around.
to contain all those ball points, and eventually it was like trying to write with a 1-inch wooden dowel in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sure today it would be used for other reasons.
Okay, so here's the next one. Red Shirt, we know about this one.
Oh.
Yeah, those of us that use tapes, we know
Right?
about this one.
Oh yeah,
That was a bad day.
yeah, that was a bad
Get
day.
the pencil out.
That's exactly it. That's another meme. But yeah, kids complaining about Spotify, they don't know the struggle. The meme I saw was a cassette with the tape all unwound out of it, and a pencil lying next to it. It says, "Explain the relationship between these two objects."
Dude, I was pissed. This happened to my Star Wars soundtrack and Empire soundtrack and Flash Gordon. All 3 of them. You would play, and all of a sudden you hear this, and all of a sudden it just spits out the tape.
Yep.
Well, you know what was bad?
So
What was bad? Not bought tapes like this, right? Those, you could go out and you could buy another tape like that, right?
Right.
But the bad thing was when it was a mixtape that you had spent hours on,
Yeah.
right?
And you had to wait for hours for just a certain song. The best, I found this when Casey Kasem used to do his top 40. I used to be by the radio because I knew all the songs I wanted would be on, and I would stick right next to that the whole time Casey Kasem was on because all of the songs I would want. Rest of the time, it was a shit shoot. You just had to wait for them to play it, So.
Yeah, I remember calling in radio stations asking for songs to play and sitting there waiting to hit record.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so Red Shirt, me and you know something about this one.
Was it the dot matrix or something?
No, these were handwritten or typed.
Yeah.
Right.
And the handwritten ones you couldn't read. You had to take them to the library to go, what does this say?
Oh, it's a Dewey Decimal System or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it was Dewey Decimal. But yeah, don't complain about your research project. This was my Google.
And
Don't
sometimes
you know the Dewey Decimal System?
I like it says follow on Google News right next to it.
Right.
And if you were lucky, half the cards were tight.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
If
some
you
of
were
them
lucky.
put back in the wrong place too.
It was always a problem.
Yeah, and you're like, why is this card in the D's when it belongs in the S's over there? Like what the fuck?
Well, you know, now that you have this picture up, I could tell this story and people will understand me.
Go ahead.
I feel like I have a memory that's like the Library of Congress. The things I remember amaze me sometimes. The problem is my index card system is this one, and half the cards are scattered all over the floor, most of them face down. So I can't find any memories. I mean, that's how I wind up going, wait a minute. I know that. What that, and I can't find it because I'm on my hands and knees flipping cards over on the floor frantically trying to find the index to the memory.
Wow. Sentient dildo coming in hot. Freaking red shirts Google with the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Dildo's got it wrong. I wrote the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah, he wrote the Dead Sea Scrolls.
After you read the Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah.
No, red shirt came down from the mountain going, these 15 commandments, these 10 commandments.
Yeah.
And I like what Low Spec said. I had a dot matrix. It was a thermal print. Oh, for his Commodore 64 before I got a gym. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
dude. Richard, you know about that shit, too.
Oh, yeah.
Commodore 64 was my first computer I ever had. So.
When I was in college, the whole college computer system was everybody's computer. There were no PCs on campus.
Yeah.
And they had figured out, somebody, whether IBM, probably IBM, had figured out how to turn an IBM Selectric typewriter into a computer printer. All of my papers were printed by the computer on an IBM Selectric typewriter. We had a dot matrix printer, but none of the professors would accept a paper that was printed on dot matrix.
You know, I bet that sounded pretty damn cool, because, it's like...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Watching it, I was mesmerizing.
Yeah, you would look at it and you're like staring at it. You're like, dude, this is kind of cool. And you'd be eating shit. And people are like, oh, dude, are you high? I'm like, no, I'm just watching a printer, man.
No. There was a line of, there was a line of people out the door going, aren't you done printing your paper yet? God damn it. I need to use the printer.
Let's Big Linux said, I had a Commodore V20 with oh, shit. The cassette tape. Oh, okay. When the cassette tapes fucked up, that was your, like, you would curse God and shit, like the cassette tape dropped. You're like, what the fuck, so.
I remember them putting the Macintoshes in the middle school. It was just like the keyboard, and it was like humongous, and the monitor sat on top.
Uh-huh. You couldn't destroy those things, no matter how hard you typed on them.
They probably still work.
Yeah, no, I was rough on, like, my dog knocked over when I was a kid. My dog knocked over my keyboard. The one that was detachable, not the one that was connected, the detachable, 10, 20 times. Never dented it or anything. Nowadays, these keyboards, you knock them over once, they fall apart. So, here we go, Richard. And the next one. It's true.
Kids' haircuts today. Haircuts when I was a kid.
Mogwai.
Yep. Don't get them wet and don't feed them after dark.
After
midnight.
I had a mullet back in the day.
I had a mullet and a rat tail at one time.
I had a mullet too. Yeah, I had a mullet too.
But you didn't think anything of it because it was the style.
Yeah, it was all the way down. I had the skater mullet because I was a skater too. So I had a skater mullet. It was like weird.
Yep.
Plan obsolescence was yet to be discovered. Okay, Richard, here we go.
Remember when introduced new CD previews in stores where you could listen to or sample the album before purchasing?
Okay.
Yep, you went into a little booth.
Mm-hmm. We had this place here in Phoenix. I don't know if it's there or not because I haven't. We have this place called Circles Records here in Phoenix, and they had all the. It was kind of like Empire Records, the movie, where they had all these booths and everything else, and you could just do tons of shit. You know, you could go in there. I had somebody that was we would go in there and play like cards while we're listening to music with people. 3 or 4 would be in the booth. There were people fucking in the booth while they were listening. It was just chill back in the day, man. But you know, when it became really corporate, it was like, oh, you can only be in there for 5 minutes. You got to fuck off. You know, so you know. But yeah,
I think didn't Virgin have those?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I was telling a kid the other day at work that you guys don't know what it's like. Like you bought a record or you bought a CD or a cassette tape. You listen to the whole thing. You didn't just listen to the one song screaming and moved on.
Yeah.
Because your radios suck. Like radios got no signal. You had nothing else to listen to but what you had in the cassette player or the CD player.
Yeah, I have all this vinyl still. I have Flash Gordon. I have the Star Wars on vinyl, the original stuff. Superman, you know, all the cool shit we had back in the day. Yeah, I listened to the whole record. I even have some Moody Blue, the Tuesday Afternoon mount, the one that had Tuesday Afternoon on it, from Moody Blues and some other stuff. So yeah, you listened to the whole thing.
You know, people used to sit down and listen to music. It didn't have it playing in their ear while they're doing whatever. You actually sat down and listened to music. That's when music, in my opinion, was better.
Yeah, I would go and chill and everything else, you know. So
Yep.
We would have the whole our whole neighborhood of kids. They had these, and I started doing this thing. Do you remember those, Richard? Back in the 80s, or whoever else was like here, they had the comic books along with the records, and you put the record down and you read them one at a time. Well, our the neighborhood where my friends were at was poor as fuck, but my grandparents would get me basically whatever I wanted. So I would share all my shit, and then whenever a new book and a record would come out, all my friends would come over to the house, and I would put the record on, and we would do it page like you're at the library, like reading them the book and shit, and showing them the pictures and shit.
And turn to side 2. For the
Yes, and then you would have to flip the record over, and then I would have like one of my friends, I go there, flip it, make sure it's on. They had speeds too. You can't put it on. If you put it on the fucked up speed, it's gonna fuck up. You're gonna sound like chipmunks, because that's basically what chipmunks are. You know.
Oh gosh.
Well, my favorite was when you hear R2D2 make this sound, turn the
yes, yeah, turn over.
I remember those. Yeah, Fisher Price made 45 players back in the day.
Okay, hey,
Hey,
this is
check out Jed.
Okay.
Check out the picture I just shared.
Okay, and 1 second, we have one of my brothers. He is on the Con Connection. He is on some of the other stuff, and on So it is our brother Punk Waddle. What's up, brother?
Hey.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Punk.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah. We have different mothers, but yeah.
Yeah, we do have him. Punk Waddle, we're just talking about 90s stuff, bro.
Yeah, I was kind of lurking while I was eating and trying not to fall asleep.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
From when I was a kid, from when I was a kid through high school, this was the centerpiece of my parents' living room: a record player and a radio player with speakers flanking it on either side.
Mm-hmm.
That was you sat in the living room not to watch television. You sat in the living room to listen to a record, usually a bad one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it would go throughout the house because the sound system on these things, because my grandparents had this too, were massive. You could hear it from the other side of the house.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to do this stuff because again, most of the things I listened to were I had to go to the record store, and they were in records. They didn't have cassettes. They were all the classical. And then I had to go to had to drive when I got old enough, when I was 16 years old. I would go to San Antonio, drive 200 miles from Laredo up there, or go to Dallas and buy albums or records. I mean, cassettes. I physically had to go to get what I wanted. Had to leave that far. I was just isolated. But I remember this. My grandfather had one of these, and then I would listen to the records. I would go over there weekends and play records and just listen to them. It's fun.
Yeah. These things are now practically antiques because they refer this, the British called this a radiograph, radiophonograph, and they had them. Yeah, right.
Oh wow. Hey,
not
please,
so much.
kids, don't forget to drink your Ovaltine.
Right. No, these things have been around. These things were around for decades.
Yeah.
And then finally, high fidelity stereo started to replace them.
Yeah, my grandfather and grandparents had one of these. I was a lucky kid when to be honest, when I was with my grandparents, because my grandfather, he worked on the Hoover Dam and did a lot of construction here in Arizona and everywhere else. And so he made tons of money and put it away and had enough until I came along, and then they just spoiled the fuck out of me. So, and then, took care of my grandmother. My grandparents were married for 65 years until she passed away. So, yeah. And then, life goes on, so. But
I like the fact that they paid for your popularity.
Yeah, they did. But no, it was because my grandparents, they didn't want me to be like my dad, which was a little bit an outcast. They wanted me to, and they saw me take interest into things that my dad wouldn't. He was an original Trekkie, but I loved Star Trek. I love Star Wars. I love Superman, DC, Marvel, all the shit we loved when we were kids, man. That was awesome. Okay? So, yeah, they're like, he loves this shit. We're going to buy it for him. Like, it's good that he knows how to read and does all this other stuff, and it'll help him later on in life. And, dude, he'll be knowledgeable later on in life and won't be a dumb idiot like some people. They fucking made sure I knew shit.
Yeah. So, I am grateful for the one thing my parents did. Yeah, they got it for the whole family, but I loved my World Book encyclopedias.
Oh yeah, my grandparents got those every single time an edition got out. That was how we got our. Richard knows about this, and you do too, Ruben. The Encyclopedia Britannica. That's where you got your information. You either got it from there or you go to the library.
And then every year they would release an update.
Mm-hmm. My grandparents had that.
All the new articles updated, all the new words that were created. Oh, it was just insane. I love that stuff. Oh my God.
Go for that.
Oh, geez. How they dress girls today versus how they dressed me.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, baby clothes just got bigger.
Yeah, yes.
They did.
Yeah. But then again, you have those people now that are like adults in baby clothes.
Yeah, they do have that. And okay. So this is true. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks this is how the 80s looked like. This doesn't. This is how the 80s and 70s looked like.
Yeah, and you need, in addition to that horrible wood paneling, you need the Brady Bunch kitchen with the dark oak cabinets, the orange countertop, and the linoleum pretend brick floor.
Yes, my grandfather got all that from my grandmother. He
Shots
set
fired.
my grandmother
I mean,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say that wood paneling is beautiful, and we had the tile. Yeah, definitely. So go ahead, Jed.
What I was gonna say is my grandfather said my grandmother loved to cook for me and my dad and my grandfather. She loved that shit. She goes, "I'm taking care of my boys. I'm taking care of my family. I don't give a fuck." But she didn't say that. But she's like, I just want to take care of my boys. And then my grandfather's, okay, you love it? He goes, and he took me one time. He goes, what are we going to do for her birthday? He goes, we're going to get her cooking gear. I was like, okay, let's go. Let's go, Granddad. He goes, he bought her a blender, a new refrigerator, all this stuff, a new oven. He goes, boom, this is for your birthday present. She went over there, gave my grandfather a hug, and kissed the fuck out of him. Like you don't see shit like that. She was thankful, and it wasn't because she was that's what women actually did back in the day. They took care of their fucking families, man. So, and unlike today, some women do still do that. My lovely other half there that's sitting there in the chat, she helps and does the same thing too. How about this, Red Shirt?
Yeah, you better suck up.
Oh, I ain't sucking up. Fuck you.
When I was a kid, there were no phones or tablets. We read cereal boxes at breakfast.
Yeah.
Right?
You grabbed a magazine to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
Holy cow, yeah.
It's just like, well, okay, I remember we had the Captain Crunch, and because, I was a 70s, 80s kid, too, along growing up in the 90s, too. So I was in the tail end of the 70s. Lucky enough to be in the part where I got to, at the start of all the really cool shit, so up to the point where, you in the 90s and other stuff. Okay.
But I have to mention it.
Wait, just a second. Jed, brother.
Yo.
He has to bounce because he has other commitments and stuff. And yeah. So do you want to pimp out your channel and stuff, brother?
Of course.
Say something in the chat and I'll make you a mod in here. Say something in the chat.
All right. Just give me a second. So yeah, while I do that, sorry everyone, I've been a terrible guest, but I'm multitasking here and it's not working out as well as I had anticipated. So, but it was great to be here. You guys are always fun to hang out with. So yeah, got to balance working on some Cobra Cast stuff.
Yeah.
And you can find me on YouTube at Hollywood Scholar, where I put out videos as often as I can find time to, which isn't a lot since I started working at the Geeks and Gamers headquarters, but I do what I can. And so you can subscribe to me there if you're interested. And then Geeks and Gamers Daily is the rebranded Geeks and Gamers live channel where we're going to be doing a lot of work on there. We're getting close to 10,000 subscribers over there. So if you're interested in some clips from live streams, special actual live streams exclusive to that channel and any other videos that we want, definitely go check that as well. But thanks for having me, Jed. I know I've been terrible.
Oh, no, dude. Yeah, I know you'll be back. So we do lots of stuff together, so I know you'll be back.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we do stuff all the time. Like now, again, we didn't. There was a part where we stopped doing stuff, and now we're doing stuff together again. So,
and it's great to get back into the groove of things. But
yeah, I love doing stuff with you, brother. So thank you.
Yeah,
for coming
absolutely.
over.
Absolutely.
And if you come over to Dermy, the Ballbusters later on, we'll see you there too, because Jed is also a part of the Ballbusters too with me.
When I can be.
Yeah, when he can make it. So
I'll probably be a little bit late, but I probably will be on that show as well later.
And on Sunday, the round table, you'll probably see me over there now too. So,
awesome. I'm not going to escape you.
Yeah, he can. We're on a bunch of the same shows now. See you later, Boater. Go do what you need to do. Thank you for coming.
Of course, anytime. Everyone, hail and take it easy.
Get a chair, protect that back.
And Sin beat me to it in the chat. The one bright, shining light of the 70s and early 80s was Saturday morning cartoons with the old Warner Brothers and MGM and Popeye cartoons.
Hey, Red Shirt, that gives us a little segue for the little thing we're going to be doing. So go ahead.
Yep, I think the first content I'm going to produce on my channel is going to be a series of videos that are going to be titled, and the series will be titled Animation Archaeology. We're going to go back into the history of the best American animation ever made from the 1920s all the way through the 1950s. Warner Brothers, MGM, talk about all the other animation studios, including Disney when they weren't, before they became the evil empire, and look at where a lot of today's animation was inspired from, because the 90s and the 2000s, and even stuff like computer animation from Pixar is really pulls in from the kind of gags, the sight gags, the layout, the pacing, the way that stories were told in cartoons. A lot of that stuff was literally evolved back then, and it was great art because it was full animation. They weren't painting most of the character on the backdrop and then moving the mouth in one hand. They redrew every character for every frame. So they're amazing to look at frame by frame.
And me and him have been talking about this for like how many years that we're going to do it?
A year and a half to 2 years. Yeah,
it's a year and a half. Basically, when the MFer and everything started, because I met Red Shirt on the MFer. So
Red Shirt, hey Red Shirt, I just put you in the place of Obi-Wan Kenobi a couple minutes ago. It's like before the dark times. Before the Empire.
Yes, before the Empire.
And all that old animation was for adults. It wasn't for kids.
It was. Well, no, it was the thing. It was for general audiences.
Right.
They had to be very careful.
Family.
But it was between the newsies and stuff.
Right, because you didn't see previews at the movie theater then. You got a newsreel and a couple of cartoons. And then you saw your movie. So they couldn't make the adult humor too overt. But they had to entertain both the kids, the teenagers, the adult. Everybody had to find something to find funny, find entertaining in the cartoon. Basically, the animators were a whole bunch of 8-year-olds running around in adult bodies. So basically, if they could make themselves laugh, they figured they were safe.
Yeah, and a lot of that stuff stopped in the early 80s too.
Yeah,
I remember when I was a kid, you could still see a cartoon before the movie, and then sometime in the mid 80s, it was gone. So,
yep. And and Soul Assassin points out some of the 1920s and 30s animation was something else.
Oh yeah,
Betty Boop cartoons were a trip. Actually, Betty Boop was the first victim of censorship.
Mm-hmm.
And the Hollywood formed the Hays Commission. That was a voluntary self-censorship board to try and avoid having the government impose censorship. And they even made fun of the Hays board sometimes. I remember one of these days I'll tell the story of one cartoon that has a great joke that's all about knowing what the Hays board was. It's fantastic. So they played around with that, and they danced right up to the edge of what the Hays board would and wouldn't allow. And they just created animation that nobody makes now. And it's one of those things. It's like Blazing Saddles. You couldn't make it now, and you couldn't show it now.
Oh no!
You can't buy the original version now.
No, yeah. So that stuff is, and I want to call it animation archaeology because most people, if you're under the age of about 40, you've never seen it unedited,
You've seen it like we saw unedited on TV and. In the movie theater. So
so it has all but disappeared for something like 30 years, and I've got to figure out how to be able to show it without getting Warner Brothers or MGM.
I already told you.
We're going to work on that because if I can't give people some idea of what I'm talking about, most of the audience isn't going to have any idea of what I'm talking about.
I know where we can do this at.
Okay.
So.
All right. So that's coming. That's a coming attraction.
Yeah, coming attraction.
Well, that was the good thing about
soon to be
Pixar.
replaced. By the way, soon to be replaced with cartoons.
Yeah.
But that was a good thing about Pixar is parents could enjoy it as well as the kids. There was enough adult humor hidden in the background.
Yes.
Like The Incredibles, where she's like looking at her butt in the mirror. I thought that was absolutely hilarious.
Yes.
Dude, I think I watched Cars more than my kids did.
Yeah.
Homemader was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Easter eggs in Cars if you look.
Oh, Cars was really, really cool. I don't know if you guys realize this, but a lot of the characters are actually, some of the main car vehicle characters were actually homages to people who are kind of become famous because of Route 66.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lightning McQueen, Steve McQueen.
Yep. And the lady, okay, so the blue car,
Porsche.
Yeah, the main character.
Yeah.
She's actually I actually ate at the restaurant somewhere in the middle of nowhere in Oklahoma. So she's actually based on I think the lady's passed now, but the owner of a restaurant there on Route 66. Kind of sassy and fun the way she is portrayed in the show. And then that Volkswagen, I think it's I forget what color is actually in the movie. I think it's that blue one.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I forget his name. I was looking at some old pictures, but there's a guy who used to travel around in a. You know what I'm talking about?
I think his name was Fillmore, the character, the VW.
Yeah. But there's an actual real artist that actually drove around in a school bus, and up in Pontiac, Illinois, you can actually see there's a little museum for some of his stuff, but and some art stuff. But he actually drew his own character that was a brownish gray Volkswagen bus that Disney or Pixar asked if they could use. He said, "No, you can't use that because that's what I use in my art. But I'll draw you this other one for you." So there's this really cool postcard you can find, or art drawing that you can find, where it's his personal character sitting next to the blue one for the Disney Pixar movie, and they're on overlook looking over like the NASCAR race. It's really, really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And one of my favorite characters in Cars is Doc Hudson. That's voiced by the late, great Paul Newman. And Hudson was a car company, and I'm pretty sure he represented the old guard of NASCAR.
Yeah, the Hudson Hornet.
Yeah, Hudson Hornet.
Yeah.
And so that was one of the other callbacks to in this case to NASCAR. I think to NASCAR rather than Route 66. But there's a lot more to that movie than just if you don't know about cars, you don't know about these people, these places. The story can seem pretty superficial. If you dig into what they were alluding to, there's a lot more there.
There's some dark shit if you dig deep enough too. There's some really dark shit.
Yeah, so
that was
like, why is there only cars? Did anybody ever stop to think about that?
There's Maximum Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive, yeah.
Well, there was also another explanation that one of the people at Disney, and they've actually said this. They said that there's bodies inside the cars, and that's the reason why. Yeah, dude, I know some of the animators over at Pixar. They actually worked on some of this stuff, and they were telling me like some of this shit. I was like, "Oh my god!"
So they were possessed cars by ghosts.
No, they were actually. There's actual people inside.
Yeah,
too.
haunted cars.
There's haunted cars and there's actual people cars.
So this was after the rapture.
Yeah, and the way they came up with they were telling me some of the stuff because I've known some of the animators for like 10, 15 years over there at Pixar, and since the first Toy Story, and I was just like. And I was like, holy shit. Like, some of this shit, how they have the Pixar theory where everything's interlinked, it is. Because think about this. On Toy Story, the toys are immortal. So by the time you get to, what was the robot? The robot in, Robbie.
Wally.
By the time you get to Wally, think about this. Everybody's off the earth. Where are the Toy Story toys? Since they're immortal and they can't die unless they get put into a fire. Think about that.
Incinerated.
Yeah, you can't. You either you have to get incinerated to die, basically.
Well, they have a whole history of the whole thing.
They should have had as Wally was going by one of those piles of trash. They should have shown a small plastic foot sticking out with Andy scrawled on the bottom of it.
Yeah, dude, that's what they explained it, and they said that the toys were still around. We just don't know where they're at. They were like they hinted at it, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the seeing Woody's boot, yeah, but then you'd also hear there's a snake in my boot.
and then there's another one. Up was basically that guy going to heaven, and the little boy was his angel.
What?
Yeah. Think about it. He goes through all this shit, all this. It was basically he has to work his way to heaven, and the little kid had to get his angel wings. So that's the reason why the little kid was there.
Yeah, that was a very personal film.
Helping the old guy get to heaven to be with his wife that's in heaven. And then I was like, holy shit, dude, everybody thinks that all the Pixar shit is just. I was like, no, there's deeper meanings and everything to it.
Okay,
I was
I
like,
gotta go rewatch this shit.
damn.
Yeah, that beginning is really hard to watch.
Yeah, it was. But actually, if you go back and through, because I was talking to them, and they're like, yeah, dude, this is about the guy and the little kid. And nobody ever goes, why did this kid come out of nowhere? Dude, he's an angel, just like in what was the one movie with Jimmy Stewart? It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah.
Clarence.
Yeah, where Clarence was the boy is his angel trying to get his wings to get this guy to heaven.
And I'll throw this one out. If you can find a copy of the Pixar Shorts Volume 1, it's a DVD, you can watch John Lasseter change the animation at Pixar, because at that time they were marketing videos. They were going to conventions and showing what their hardware and software was capable of. Because at the time they were a technology company, not an animation studio.
Correct.
Wasn't that a radar system?
No. They did video processing, ray tracing, shading. They were inventing 3D animation in a computer.
I thought
they were building the software that could do it. And they hired Lasseter, who says, here I am in a room full of, MIT and Stanford PhDs who are writing this incredibly complicated computer programs. I have no idea what they're doing. So I sit down next to one guy and I said, can you make a sphere? He goes, well, yeah. And 5 minutes later, he stops typing and he hits a button, and all of a sudden a sphere floats into the screen. He goes, great. Can you put a teardrop, 2 teardrops next to it at 45 degrees downward? And he's building a character. There's his head. These are his arms. He's going to put a body on it. I want a pear shape. I want two sausages below it. Okay. Can you just keep them all in alignment as we move it? Yes. This is how that started.
Yeah.
And what Lasseter wanted was characters to animate.
Yeah.
What the guys
and that's
who
how
were
you had the lamp and stuff. That was
the first one.
That was the first one.
That was the breakthrough.
That was the breakthrough. Then they go, well, we can do this. What can we do then? Then Toy Story came about.
Right.
And here's another thing from Toy Story that I want to say, that the reason why the world's fucked up in Wally's world, in Wally's time, Pizza Planet and the corporation that took over Pizza Planet goes all the way through each and every movie. Okay? All the way to Wally's time, because if you go and look at Wally's movie, the company that took over basically fucked up the whole earth.
Capitalism.
They got so fucking big, it just fucked everything. And you can see it going through the evolution of it. First it was Pizza Planet, then it was that Shop and Go, and it was all this other stuff. And I was talking to him, and I was like, my mind was being blown because I was just sitting there. Yeah. And I've actually talked to the Pixar writers and stuff, and they were telling me everything links up. They did this shit on purpose. That's the reason why they call it the Pixar universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you look at Buzz Lightyear from Pixar, and you realize how much has been lost.
Yeah.
You know,
So you know,
it's not the same.
And I will gotta say, I'm not going out. I want to go out on a good note. I want to go say thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, Dildo, Assassin, Sentinel, my girl, Sin, Henry, Papa Khan, all our regulars that were coming over for Matt and stuff. And everybody on the panel. I just thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming over because I didn't know how tonight would be. I was like, okay, we're gonna get. You know, Redshirt told me he was going to be here, and then I think Ruben said something, and resident Normie said something, and you know, so I had to go in and like go over there, and I sent something to Punk Waddle, and Punk's like, yeah, I'll be there, bro. Just I'll be a little bit. I was like, you know, so.
You know something, Jed? There was a time in my life that I never really thought I would hear somebody say the sentence, the phrase, "Thank you, dildo."
That's true.
Yeah,
I think my ex-wife said that one night.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Oh my!
So I wonder.
Why are the lights
I need to
dimming?
go get this here. So here, I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna put this in chat here. So where is it? I'm gonna get Jeremy's thing. And we gotta, I know he put the link out to it. Fuck. Here. Oh, here we are. Okay, so I'm gonna go into it right here. It starts, and I gotta go take the dog out and stuff. So this is Jeremy's channel. Please go over. That's where we'll be next. Some of us will be over there next. I know Wookie will probably be in the chat. Because he goes over there and trolls them over there. So
I just buy him drinks.
Yeah, buy him drinks. We need you to buy him some drinks tonight. So that's where we'll be over at Ballbusters, and it will be Ballbusters 5. I joined on 4, so thank you guys in going over there. And I wanted to start with Ruben. Do you have anything, bro?
Yeah, basically, no, I've been doing good, but I'm still in the middle of going through my medical issues. But I'm losing the weight because I'm basically taking these tumors and just going them away. So I've been dropping a lot of weight. But if you can help, I put the links of my medical donations right now, if you can, because I've just. But the big thing that happened, I didn't go to Vegas because my main bank card got hacked. So I've been dealing with that and then everything like that. So. If you can help out a little bit, just
there's Ruben's stuff right in the chat right there. So.
Yeah, and then I basically found out today that my because I went to the doctor on the 18th. Remember that night that I left and I was coughing a lot. I went to the hospital the next day, and then I lost my credit card. I ripped it up because they got another hack today. So I'm bullshitting. And it's a bunch of bullshit going on. But but the thing is here, I'm feeling good. I haven't had a major attack since the 18th. And I can continue to be strong. But, I wanted to let everybody know, thank you very much for all your support. And Jed, this is a great show. I love Roadhouse. It's a perfect passing the torch, while Matt's on his,
sabbatical.
Sabbatical. He needs some time off.
He needs some time to just go do shit himself for a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Me and him talked about that. He goes, no, I'm passing it off to you. I'll be back at some point. So.
And there'd be no better person than you to handle this stuff. And I'm really grateful that you're here doing this.
If it wasn't me, it would be Redshirt. Because me and Redshirt have been there since the beginning. So
yeah, and I love the topics. And I know one other topic we can do for next week or whenever it'd be fun. It would be like, famous people.
That's the reason why you saw. I put some other shit in there, but I was trying to keep it from balance. I don't want to all depressing bullshit,
No, but for me, we like the one good topic for next time or whenever is like famous people you've met and funny stories about that situation. I have one of those funny stories. It's funny.
Okay, now we need to get Wookie. Do you got anything you want to say, brother? I know he'll be over at Dermy's. So
yeah, I'll be over there trying to get Dermy to take his shirt off. That's for sure.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't zoom down on his nipples again, we'll be okay.
Oh, no. Yeah, I know.
Please don't.
But yeah, thanks for having me on. I am live Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern with me, Static, and I think Tyler's going to be on this week. We cover the week's pop culture and some off the wall articles. Try to have just a bunch of fun.
Fucking dildo Jed's implicates it was successful.
But other than that,
Go ahead.
Thanks for having me on here. Nice to meet all you guys.
Mm-hmm. Well, I always love bringing other people into the fold, man. So that's how I built the Archivist. Like, some people were not streamers, and then I turned them into streamers and stuff. So I was like, okay, I just want to come and chill, bullshit talk and stuff. So, our resident normie, are you there, brother?
Yeah, I think I'm going to catch some Brown baseball this weekend. And I just laugh.
What?
Yeah. And
good
to
see all you guys.
We have an idea for you, and me and him, Punk Waddle. So the script. Yeah. So
okay.
It's gonna be funny as fuck. I'll put it on here because I want to do some other stuff on here too. I'm gonna try to make it like light and hearty, like some funny shit,
So like a stew, but not like so thick and greasy that it, you can't get up after eating it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so.
Like a thin broth, but hearty meats.
Mm-hmm.
More like an ironic gumbo.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So do you have anything else? Do you want to say? Where are you gonna be or anything? He is going to be with us because he's like part of the MFer staff. So.
You talking about me? Or you talking about him?
Well, you are part of the staff basically too. So.
Oh.
Yeah, you.
You're just using a lot of pronouns. Not in a weird way.
Is he the tip of the staff?
So I mean.
A lot of second person pronouns.
Yeah.
You over here. You over there.
There's no shame in using language the way God intended.
Oh, I know, dude.
I was just trying to make a joke.
Oh, I know.
You people's always a good one.
You people.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, those green motherfuckers, that have shells on their baks and shit.
Who's playing a puppet? Who's playing another puppet?
You have anything to show where you're gonna be or what you're gonna be doing? Because we haven't done like with Jed. I haven't done anything with Shellback for a while. Jed was one of my original homies on the Archivist and doing some other stuff, and I was like, no, dude, I haven't done shit in a while. Come back over. Get your ass over here.
Yeah. Get over here.
So go ahead, Shell.
Go ahead with what?
Wait, if you want to have anything to promote or whatever you want to do.
Oh, that. Okay. No, well, nothing for me. But I'll say go check out the Vets Talking channel. Go check out Snowdub's channels, his main channel and his live channel. Let's see who else. I still, even though not as much, but there's still the big guys too. The Nerdrotics and all that. Dark 3PO, he's a good guy. And since the pronouns was brought up, mine are get off and my lawn.
Get off my plane.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Punk Wano, my brother from another mother. What you got?
Yeah, I got my channel. I'm gonna probably drop another Ponderances. It is Cinco de Mayo. Didn't really celebrate it too much today. I'm sure there'll be some shenanigans tomorrow with the Cotton Council, and I'm dropping, like I said, my weekly ponderance. I don't know if I'll have a video from the Ice House. We'll see. It's been a busy week, but I'll be there, and then I hang out with Flora on Wednesdays and such.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Red shirt.
Yep. On Tuesday, this coming Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, I will be on the channel with 32 flavors of Nick Weiser on his channel for Toxic Tuesday. And this week we're going to be discussing the third in Charles Bronson's series, Death Wish.
Oh, nice.
Toxic Tuesday night.
Good movies.
Did you guys... Wasn't it Death Wish, the first one, that Jeff Goldblum was one of the punks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's always what I remember.
Yep. I'm trying to remember who got his start as one of the punks in Death Wish 2. And I can't for the life of me now remember who it was. It was one of those, like, you wouldn't recognize him. Oh, yeah, one of the guys from Full Metal Jacket was one of the punks.
Cool. Yeah.
And he got the role in Full Metal Jacket because Stanley Kubrick saw him in Death Wish 2. So, yeah.
Wow.
That's the hardest of them to watch. That's the toughest. We really had some discussions about that movie. But yeah, they apparently get a little bit more fun and a little bit more crazy and a little less dark as the series goes on. So Death Wish 3 will be this Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Central.
Nice.
And you can go ahead for sure.
And just thank you, Jed, for the invite as always.
Oh, dude, you've been around with me since the start of everything, so you're one of the first persons that I send things to. And then I send stuff to Punk, Waddle, Shell, whoever that's been around me for a while. So this is where we will be at. That's where we'll be on Jeremy's Ballbusters, right over there, and you'll probably see me on the round table council on Sunday and other stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing for right now. And I'm going to be doing some other stuff over on Rumble with the Archivist too. And we're going to start be doing some more Archivist stuff. And we will have this. It'll be the Roadhouse will be first, and it'll be Dermy's Ballbusters on Fridays now. So you got 2 places to go hang out on Friday. So I set it up like that on purpose. I talked with Dermy, and we were like, yeah, since the MFer's gone, people will have 2 places that they'll go from one place to the other. So please go over to Derby's. And appreciate you guys. See y'all later.
All right. See you guys later.
Good night.
Night.
Very good.